So something pretty dramatic is going on inside Google, one of the biggest, most powerful companies on the planet. They've basically drawn a line in the sand for their employees. And the message, it's really simple. Either you get on board with our AI-powered future, or you get out. So let's break down what this whole AI ultimatum is really all about.
Yeah, the company has put out this ultimatum, and it's a big deal. It's not just some small pivot in their strategy, no. This signals a fundamental shift in what it even means to work at Google, to be a Googler.
And just listen to how direct this message is. This is not your typical subtle corporate jargon, right? This is a crystal clear choice. Google is basically telling its entire workforce, look, commit to our AI-first vision, or you need to find your future somewhere else. I mean, that is a remarkably bold, totally uncompromising stance to take.
And this isn't just some memo they sent out. Nope. They've actually formalized this whole thing. It's now an official voluntary exit program. And the goal? It's super clear. They want to make sure every single person at the company is pulling in the same direction, this new, aggressive, AI-centric direction. It's all about building a team that is, like they say, all in.
Okay, but here's where the story gets really interesting. Kind of paradoxical, actually. You'd think a company would make a move this dramatic when they're in some kind of crisis, right? When things are going badly? Well, for Google, it's the complete opposite.
In fact, this huge internal shakeup is happening while Google's parent company, Alphabet, is doing incredibly well financially. I mean, we are talking absolutely record-breaking numbers here.
Get this. That's the projected profit for Alphabet in 2025. $400 billion. That's the paradox right there. A company at the absolute peak of its financial power is deciding to radically shake things up from the inside out.
So it just begs the question, right? With all that success, why rock the boat so hard? Well, the answer seems to be that Google sees this whole AI revolution as more than just an opportunity. They see it as a do-or-die moment. Today's profits, they don't mean a thing if you lose the future. They are absolutely playing the long game here.
All right, so we kind of get the why behind this move, but what about the who? See, this isn't some blanket offer for everyone at the company. Oh no, Google is being really strategic about which departments are getting this choice.
The program is specifically targeting employees in one particular division, the Global Business Organization, or GBO for short. And this is the part of the company that's all about sales, finding solutions for customers, and general business development.
And they're being super specific about it. So roles in things like solutions, certain sales teams, and corporate development, they're included in the program. But look at who's excluded. Teams like large customer sales. And that tells you something, doesn't it? It shows that Google wants to completely reshape its internal engine, but without messing up its relationships with its biggest, most important clients.
Now, it's really tempting to look at all this and just think, okay, that's a Google story. But if you do that, you're going to miss the bigger picture. Because this decision, it's a huge signal of a much wider trend that's sweeping across the entire tech world.
The reality is, Google is not alone in this. Not by a long shot. So many of the big tech companies are rethinking and totally reshaping their workforces right now. And the number one reason, the biggest driver for this massive shift? I bet you can guess, it's artificial intelligence. AI is forcing literally every company to stop and reevaluate what skills they're going to need to survive in the future. What we're seeing here is a fundamental transformation. The skills that got you the job yesterday might not be the skills you need to keep it tomorrow. The tech world isn't just evolving anymore, it's in the middle of a full-blown, rapid-fire, AI-powered revolution.
And all of this really brings us to one final question. And, it's not just for the folks at Google. As AI continues to reshape our world, the ultimatum they're facing is pretty much one we all face in one way or another. Evolve or exit. So the real question is, which one are you going to choose?